Welcome. Welcome. Channeled song. I had to come on here. Two channeled songs. The first one is When You Believe by Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. I have the lyrics pulled up right here. Many nights we've prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts, a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. That's for somebody. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. You will when you believe. Y'all know how it goes, but it really has me in my feels right now because the words. Hey, Kina. Many nights we prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts, a hopeful song that we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, even though we know there's much to fear. We've been moving mountains long before we knew we could. Do you know what kind of faith that is? Do you know what kind of... that is abnormal. Y'all see my shirt? I have one. I had to wear this for you guys. That is abnormal faith. Moses led his people out of Egypt, and they just went off of his word. Do you know what kind of faith that is? He was leading them to the promised land. Oh, we'll say a prayer for your dog. Hey, Holly. Hey, how you doing, Niall? I can't pronounce the name. But yeah, there can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe somehow you will. When you believe, it's about believing. This message is about believing. This message is about blind faith, abnormal faith. Abnormal faith, right? So I took some notes. Oh, God, that song just moved me. But I have another channeled song for you guys. And so the first card that came out was Windfall of Money. This came out in reverse. Stop worrying. Some of you are not worried, but some of you are. Kind of came out. I don't know how to describe it. Came out weird. So I read it upside down and I read it forward. So some of you need to stop worrying about money. And then I got mic drop. Like, some of you are going to be shocked. You're about to have a breakthrough. Fourth card that came out, 1111, portal. Manifestation is fertile. And, you know, that immediately made me think of, oh, wow, it's a new moon in Scorpio. This is the time for manifesting. Of course, you can manifest any time of the day, you can manifest at any point, but some points are just more fertile to manifest. I'm sorry to hear that. How does money come then without worrying? It happens. It's miraculous. It happen. Miracles don't happen logically. Fourth card. It says when God sends you this blessing, you don't ask why. You don't ask why God sends it. So some of you really need to get out of the mindset of worrying, because worrying is not making it any better. Worrying is not bringing in the money any faster. It's actually delaying it. It's actually delaying it. Holy Spirit. What do you want? What do you want them to know? What do you want this collective to know? Because this is beautiful energy. Number 13 could be significant to you. What do you want them to know about this? Let's go for the windfall of money. What do they need to know about this windfall of money? Sooner than later. Sooner than later came out under windfall of money. This is coming sooner than you think, you guys. And this is why that card, this is why I got those 4 channel cards. Windfall of money, stop worrying, gateway portal, and when God sends you this blessing, you don't ask why he sent it. Give me a card for stop worrying. How could the collective stop worrying about money? It sooner than later just came out. Look, 72 hours or less. This is very specific, you guys. Someone is going to be blessed. Someone is going to be blessed. Someone's going to be blessed. I feel that. I felt that before I got on. Author. Some of you are authors. How can this collective stop worrying? That's too many. I got prioritize self-care. What else do they need to know? Yeah, I got to get to that second. Pray over your belongings. So pray over what you have. Be grateful for what it is that you have already. Because some of you are really getting ready to get blessed. This is actually insane. Make room for what you prayed for. Boy, this new moon energy is on fire. This new moon energy is abnormal. I had to wear the shirt. I had to wear this shirt. This is specific for a divine masculine. You can be a divine feminine as well, but divine masculine, you are getting ready to get blessed. For my feminines, you may have to balance out that masculine energy. Let's see why. Yeah, weapons have form, but they won't prosper. Shadow work. You are being tested, divine feminine. And I knew that this was happening. I knew that that was gonna come out for you. I knew that that was gonna come out for you. Call your energy back to you, is what it's saying. Who's in the building? Please like this video. Like this video. I have so many messages. Someone can be dealing with substance abuse issues. That's not going to help you. It's a temporary fix. And substance issues can show up in any way. Substance abuse is not just, drugs and alcohol. It can be any kind of addiction, is what I'm picking up on. I just got retreat. So please retreat from addiction. 1111. It's interfering with your manifestation. If you need help, you need to call on your guides to ask for help. Weapons have formed, but they will not prosper. Divine Feminine came out right behind that. That's for Divine Feminine. Confirmation. Ooh, second channel message I got. It's a song by Justin Timberlake and Madonna. And it says it's called You Have 4 Minutes. 4 minutes? Trying to read the lyrics, you guys. Look up the song 4 Minutes by Madonna. That is very significant to you. And it's so funny, in this song, they're talking about manifesting. They're talking about manifesting. She says, time is waiting. We only got 4 minutes to save the world. No hesitating. Grab a boy, then grab a girl. Time is waiting. We only have 4 minutes to save the world. If you want it, you already got it. If you thought it, it better be what you want. You must feel it. It must be real just. Say the word and I'm going to give you what you want. So yes, this is breakthrough energy. This is miraculous energy, but you have to speak it. Y'all have to speak it. Trust your intuition. You guys, it's not just about having blind faith when it comes to manifestation, but it's about being really intentional. You have to be really intentional. And she just said, it better be what you want. The time is waiting. You only got 4 minutes. So a lot of you, the clock is ticking. I'm not trying to fearmonger, but there's something about believing, and there's something about this time frame that's important. There's something about this ending of the year, because it's almost, I'm feeling like a reset. It's like you don't have long before this portal closes and the energy seals itself and a new cycle starts itself all over again. And when I saw this song, and I'm looking at the year, it says 2008, right? And I'm into numerology. And 2008 adds to 10, which is 1. That puts us in a 1. That means this song came out in a 1 universal year. When I look at the year 2026, right, it adds up to the number 10, which breaks down to a 1. So that's also a universal 1 year. It's like a reset. Like where we are right now, we're in the finale. We're in a finale right now, not just in the finale of the year, but we're in the finale cosmically. There's going to be big changes happening next year. The world is getting ready to reset. Your life is getting ready to reset. The portal is still open and fertile for manifestation. for you. There's something really significant. You only got 4 minutes, and then it's like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I'm singing the song, but she's actually saying tick tock. And when I think of tick tock, I think of time. I think of Saturn. Saturn rules time, right? And the sign ruled by Saturn is Capricorn. We're not yet in Capricorn season, but it's among us. Like, yeah, we're still in Scorpio season, but Capricorn season, that is the end. That is when I think of TikTok, I think of Saturn, I think of time. I think of Father Time, right? If you follow me, you follow me. It says keep up. That's right, keep it up. Don't be afraid. You got to get them. She's saying tick tock, tick tock. And then I'm looking at her name, Madonna. Everybody knows Madonna is a divine feminine. Like, if you know the story and the history of the Black Madonna, that's actually a very divine, ancient being. Do your research on her, but that name is very significant too. Don't mind me, I'm just over here looking at the screen or of the lyrics, so this is why I'm not like looking at you directly, but she is saying something, and I literally had to get up and give this message. And then when I looked at my phone, I realized, oh wow, it's the new moon in Scorpio. That's powerful. And Scorpio is about transmutation. It's about alchemy, right? The new moon. Okay, so the new moon is when the moon is like a crescent. So you probably can't even really see it. Right? The moon orbits every 28 to 29 days. We're not talking about zodiac signs just yet, but we're talking about the energy. Like, you know how when you know a full moon is, it's fully illuminated. The new moon is completely black. So it's been not in the moon is in the sign of Scorpio. Right? So that's kind of what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the energy. Lunar energy is magical energy. It's actually everybody's energy. It is associated with feminine energy, but I associate the moon with masculine and feminine energy. Yes, please look up new moon in Scorpio and check your moon sign if you could. No. Feminine is not gay. Everybody has a masculine and feminine energy. Everybody does. Look, like a quick example. When I'm talking to people, I don't know, when I'm doing a reading for somebody, I may say somebody wants to start a business, but they're female, but they want to start a business. You have to create in your feminine energy, but to execute, you have to be in your masculine energy. So you have to kind of have both. Like, you can't just be feminine. We all have both. Feminine energy is chaos, masculine energy is order. You kind of have to have both. Feminine energy is creative, masculine energy is logic. And magic is absolutely real. It is absolutely real. But I'm getting sidetracked, you guys, but the point I'm trying to say is that she's given a message. If you no, it has nothing to do with being that. It has nothing to do with being that. But if you have the time to look at the song by Timberland, Justin Timberlake, and Madonna, it's called 4 Minutes. Watch the video. There's so much symbolic. I haven't seen this video probably since '08. Take a look at this video and look at the lyrics. But it's saying you need an intervention. You don't have long. You don't have long. And that's kind of the message that I just channeled. I got 72 hours or later and sooner. than later. So there's something about this energy for you guys. Whoever is here, you don't have long before you either receive a breakthrough or you lose your opportunity to receive a breakthrough. There's something about this energy here. I really got to get into these lyrics, but I didn't know. This whole time she was talking about manifesting. Time is waiting. We only got 4 minutes to save the world. And when I think of the 4, I think of 11:11. I know my hands look a little, but you see how the 4 is like an 11, like 11:11. So I think of like a portal. 11 people in the room too. It's weird. It's not weird, but it's very interesting. I literally got up just to give you this message. A lot of endings. I feel heavy. The heart chakra could be significant for you guys. Wow, but look what God is saying to you. Your grace card never declines. 888. Oh, wow. Wow. So, wow. So like I said, I'm not coming on here to fearmonger and say like, time is up, but there is something very special about this energy. There is something very alchemizing about this new moon energy that we're in. I think I'm going to go into the Black Moon deck. But 888 is the number of abundance. It is the number of what goes around comes around. It is the number of wealth. Some of you need to relocate. Some of you are being called to move. Like you need to relocate now or start making plans for it. What is the 888 for the collective? The 888 portal could have been significant. It says you need a routine. And then I got sooner than later. 911 is falling out behind it. Like it's urgent. Something's urgent. But I got no more processed foods. Some of you may need to go on a fast. Some of you may need to actually clean up. I'm sorry you can't read the handwriting. The camera's actually facing forward, so it's going to read backwards when you're looking at me. So, yeah. I'm getting personal growth is needed. You need to plan a getaway, like a spiritual or a wellness retreat. A lot of you are due for a level up. I'm getting congratulations. You broke the cycle. You're breaking a cycle. You broke the cycle, and this is why you're getting ready to have this breakthrough. I cannot get my eyes off these lyrics. I cannot get my eyes off these lyrics because if you want it, you already got it. If you thought it, it better be what you want. Y'all got to get real specific. On this new moon, if you are into manifesting, if you're into working with candles, however you call in what it is that you want, you got to be very specific right now. Paradigm shift. There can be miracles if you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. If you're connecting with this message, bless you. God bless you. This is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. Some of you are meant to be a public success. I'm talking to... Yeah, this is how I have the camera right now. So, public success. So I can't really switch the camera right at this moment. So for those of you, I'm getting, you need to count your blessings, not your problems. For some of you, I feel a real down energy, like it's pulling. Some of you have this energy about you that's, you got to get your energy up. You got to get your frequency up, you guys. I feel so heavy because it's amazing. When I started this reading, I didn't feel this way. Now my heart feels heavy. I feel, some of you really don't believe in yourselves. Some of you really have a hard time believing what you hear on some readings. Like, you may come across other tarot channels and they may be channeling messages. Maybe you find some messages that are similar, but there's still a part of you, a big part of you, that doesn't believe what you're hearing. You don't believe, but you continue watching, right? You continue to look at tarot. Some of you continue to get readings from people, and you just don't believe. You don't believe. And it's really it is a little disheartening, because the people that are watching the tarot readings or the oracle readings or whatever inspired messages, God-given messages that people are giving out on YouTube, some of you are watching and it's just the faith is not there. The faith is not there. You want to believe, so you keep watching, you keep getting that dopamine hit. But when the tarot channel goes off, or when the video goes off, you go back to doing the same old thing. You go back to thinking the same way that you thought. You know, it moves you for the moment. It moves you for the moment. There's something about my throat chakra. My throat chakra sends a little, feels a little blocked. So some of you are in an environment where it's not safe for you to share and speak and be who you want to be, right? Some of you are at a job or in places or in environments where there's people there, but you feel so isolated, like you're alone. I feel this energy where it feels like no one hears you, no one knows you. They see you, but they don't know you. They don't know you. A lot of you need to change your environment, and don't be afraid to fail. Some of you, it's the opposite. Some of you actually need to join a group. Excuse me, I don't usually burp. That was weird. I didn't even drink anything. That was very strange. Excuse me. What is going on with my throat? What do y'all have going on right now? Some of you are meant to speak. Mic drop came out again as I'm clearing my throat. A lot of your problem is that you compare yourself to the next person. I feel real cold. I'm feeling all kinds of things. You guys, whoever I'm tapping into, you have a lot of excuses. You have a lot of excuses. You've been through a lot, but you also have a lot of excuses. Anyway, let's get back to this energy. I call my energy back to me. It says, don't worry about tomorrow. God has already taken care of it. All right, let's get a black moon message. But I'm going to look up this Madonna some more. But that name is sticking out to me. This Scorpio energy is sticking out to me. I wonder what her zodiac sign is. Alexa, what's the zodiac sign of Madonna?
The zodiac sign of Madonna is Leo.
She's a Leo. Leo's could be significant. You could be a Leo. You could be a Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Holy Spirit, what else would you like to say to this collective about this energy, this breakthrough energy? How could they best utilize the time that they have to manifest the reality that they desire? Who do they have to become? What energy do they have to tap into? Dissolution, emotional clearing. Right. I'm feeling something about the heart chakra. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Emotional clearing. It says projection. It says you're spiritual gold. You are spiritual gold. So I'm going to read dissolution first because this is what you have to do. Divine is about to give you some steps. We need steps here. We need practical steps for you guys. Let's see. It says after the ego has burned to ashes, you are left with raw, real, and challenging emotions around what has occurred. This is like the feeling you have after your heart has been shattered into pieces by needing to say goodbye to someone who isn't healthy in your life, or the feeling of fear around money and taking care of yourself after you've left that cushy yet miserable job in favor of pursuing your passion. The universe is requiring you to sit with the unpredictability when you pull this card in your reading. Processing, purging, and working with your emotions is extremely important during your alchemical journey. When the dissolution card shows up in an oracle reading, it is signaling time for you to cleanse and wash away emotions that have prevented you from shining your light in the world. Your frequency and vibration, consisting of thoughts and feelings, emanate from your physical body and create the world around you. When we release limiting emotions like fear, self doubt, and unworthiness, our magnetism and vibratory manifestation power increases. This is the second phase in alchemy involving the element water associated with Jupiter, the planet of spiritual growth. In this stage, this is an emotional cleansing of limitations, trauma, outdated patterns, belief systems. This step cleanses away the ashes that were created from calcination. While this can feel uncomfortable, it is necessary for you to pull back the societal mask and reveal your true self. All right, the shadow work for this card. It says, draw yourself a purifying bath with sea salt crystals of your choice. Allow yourself to soak and meditate on this part of your inner transformation. You are cleansing your unconscious mind. Sink into the deep waters of your soul to find the answers. This card literally wraps up what I was just feeling for you guys. I felt really sad. I felt hopeless. I felt like I couldn't speak. Like I didn't like I feel for this collective because I didn't get on here feeling this way for you. This is what I'm channeling from whoever is here. You have some clearing to do. You have some shadow work to do here. But this is the best time to do shadow work. There's no better time to do shadow work than in Scorpio season. There's no better time to transmute energy, to alchemize energy, to clear energy, to clear outdated patterns and belief systems. There's no better time than now for you guys. It says your spiritual gold. Your spiritual gold. This is what is this is what the divine wants for you right now. It says you've reached the end of the rainbow and the spiritual pot of gold is yours. When the projection oracle card appears, the cosmos wants to let you know that abundance, joy, and fulfillment have arrived. You are at the end of an arduous yet empowering journey towards self-acceptance and empowerment. The sun is an esoteric symbol of this time in alchemy. So pay attention to your sun sign in astrology. You are now aligning with this power. Your shadow is projected back to you when you cast it out to others. But so is your light when you go through the alchemical process and embody it. This is the final gate of the alchemical magnum opus. When you have released shadow projections and you are emanating out of your spiritual gold easily and effortlessly. You are now fully aligned with your higher self and fully embodying your life path. You've achieved the philosopher's stone. You are able to use the sorry. You've achieved the philosopher's stone and are able to use it to transform the world around you. The projection phase shadow work. It says to investigate your sun in astrology when you are in this phase of alchemy. Learning more will give you a strong idea of how to continue embodying your spiritual gold. It says you are glowing. Your soul's essence is shining brightly, attracting abundance, joy, and love. So this is what's on the other side of the emotional clearing. For some of you, if you are not able to take a salt bath, I recommend that you just take some salt and shower with it and cleanse yourself from head to toe. Of course, cleanse yourself normally first and then go in and clean yourself with the salt and let it draw out that energy. Another quick tip that helps with drawing out negative energy from the body is to put salt in your shoes. But make sure your bare foot touches the salt. Yeah, make sure your foot touches the salt so it can pull the negative ions out of the body. But it's saying that you are actually spiritual gold right now. But a lot of you do have some fears and doubts and these limiting beliefs that you do have the ability to process right now and to clear out. All right. What else do you want them to know? Jupiter, more expansion, more growth, more room, more opportunity for abundance. The sun, this is talking about your sun sign. That's another confirmation. And it's interesting. You could be a Cancer, whoever I'm talking to. Cancer, sun, moon, rising. What else? And look at that. Look what comes out. Phoenix. Yeah, you're the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is the alchemy that you need to tap into. Scorpionic energy. The phoenix. The death and the rebirth. The transmutation. This is incredible energy. It says when the Phoenix Oracle card shows up in your reading, major life changes are on the horizon. So it's important to prepare yourself. This can mean uncomfortable upheaval, unexpected events, and major shifts in mindset. Your life is about to completely change and never return to the way it was. It's important to release attachment to the outcome and understand that this is all happening for your soul's growth. The phoenix is an ancient occult symbol linked to the zodiac sign Scorpio. Death, regeneration, and rebirth are all a part of both. In ancient Egypt, the phoenix was associated with immortality and infinity. It is not a coincidence that Scorpio is the eighth sign of the zodiac. The number 8 is also the shape of the infinity symbol. The phoenix is depicted as an eagle like bird with vibrant gold and red feathers that would live for 500 years, die, and then be reborn. Ancient Egyptians believed that just before the death of the phoenix makes a nest of cinnamon, myrrh, and herbs. It sets its nest on fire as it bursts into flames and it destroys itself. A new phoenix rises from the ashes, and when it grows strong enough, it creates an egg from its old ashes and places it at the altar of the sun god Ra. The phoenix burning invokes the alchemical practice of embodying your true frequency through shadow work, life upheaval, and integration of what's blocking your light. This mystical process of soul ascension and eternal transformation cannot happen without an ego death or a dark night of the soul. It teaches us that we can go through dramatic shifts in our lives and return renewed. When this card appears, it is time for you to ride this wave of change toward your more aligned and true future self. New realities are crashing in. It is time for an upheaval and transformation. Have no fear. This is just a part of the process. Wow. I feel like that can literally sum up your reading. It really can. It really can. I didn't even expect to be on here for 42 minutes. But yeah, you guys got to do some shadow work, especially while we're still in Scorpio season. Get this shadow work done while we're in Scorpio season before we get into Sagittarius season. Because Sagittarius is not about transmuting energy. Sagittarius energy is about exploration. It's about luck. It's about wisdom. After the death and rebirth comes life in Sagittarius. And that's why Sagittarius rules philosophy, wisdom, luck, travel, expansion, growth, seeing the bigger picture. So after this alchemical process, after this transmutation of energy, after this upheaval of life changes, you now have a new and broader perspective. And now you see the bigger picture in Sagittarius. So I would really take advantage of this scorpionic energy, especially while it's in its new moon, right? And we also have a lot of retrograding planets in Scorpio, which to me, it allows you to slow down. So yes, things are kind of going backwards. Old people, old things will come up, but retrogrades kind of give you time to think, to re-strategize, to look at it from another angle, to really sit in something, to really sit in your decisions. So I would take advantage of this time. Yeah, look, the higher self is coming out. Your higher self is ready to ascend, but it still needs you to go through this purification process of releasing this shadow. You still need to release this shadow, you guys. Some of you are having a hard time embracing your individuality and who you actually are and just being okay with that. Maybe you come from a family of Christians or a really religious background, and or maybe you are the unorthodox person in your circle, and it's just time for you to be. You know, it's just time for you to show the world the real you. Here we go. Look, Black Moon and Scorpio. Look at this energy. Look at this energy. This energy is so dark. I love it. I have like 6 placements in the sign of Scorpio. So I especially love this energy, and I know it's powerful. I know it's powerful. Yeah, you are spiritual magic. Look at this eagle. Do you guys see this? Do y'all see this? Sublimation. Spiritual magic. Yo, there's what I'm getting with you guys when it comes to your life. Some of you, you're still an extra in your movie. For some of you. And if you're an extra, it's time for you to become the main character of your life. For those of you who are the main character of your life, it's time for you to become the director. It's time for you to become the director. There's levels to this. There's levels to this. For those of you who are still an extra, it's time for you to become the main character. And it's good to become the main character because you really get to see who you are, and if that's what you want, and if that's what you like, you know. But for some of you, you're done being the main character, because when you're the main character, you kind of accept the script that's been given to you. When you're the director, you control everyone's narrative. You control the whole narrative. A lot of you are in this process of controlling the script of your life, and this is what's happening to you right now. This is what this alchemical process is for you right now. It's coming back out again. The Phoenix. You know, this shadow and release card came out. I didn't want to read the definition to that, but because I've never seen this card before, I'm going to actually read it. But some of you are really powerful in here. I really feel that. The energy has lightened up a little bit in here. Hopefully some of you are starting to believe in yourself. Shadow release. It says, how you view the world is how you view yourself. When the purification oracle card shows up, it is time to face the difficult shadows within you and become conscious to what you are projecting into the world. Psychoanalyst Carl Jung described the shadow as our untamed true nature that we hide from the world to feel safe and accepted in our environments. The authentic side of ourselves is hidden by a mask to protect itself when we experience trauma or challenges. This card calls for you to do inner work around how you perpetuate suffering in your own reality. Where are you projecting your own shortcomings, pain, trauma, and angst onto others? Projection occurs when you are triggered and reacted to your outer world. This is because of pain of past traumas or difficulties that are buried beneath the surface. Think of when an objectively beautiful person walks into the room and immediately receives jealousy and judgment from those in the room who feel insecure in themselves. An alchemist will use moments like this as an opportunity to cleanse their shadow through releasing others' opinions. Pure, Purification is the fifth phase in alchemy and one of the most emotionally challenging because it requires an honest look within. Scientifically, purification is the decomposition of organic matter. Use your life as a spiritual practice and start to release unconscious patterns. Doing so will create space for new healthy patterns. the shadow work. It says handling difficult emotions is one of the most challenging parts of alchemy, and it is best not to do this alone. Seeking a licensed therapist, healer, mystic, or astrologer can help guide you in your way through this extremely sensitive phase of the process. Remember that support is available to you and that requesting it is a sign of strength, not weakness. If you still here, please like this video. There's 3 people in the room, only 1 like. If you like this message so far, please like this video. All right, it says purge and integrate the dark energy within you. Shift negative projections into self-empowerment. And this is something that you really have to work on because it's been a long time coming for you. It's been a long time. And they're saying tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Are you ready for this intervention? Right? Are you ready? You only got 4 minutes. If you want it, you already got it. If you thought it, it better be what you want. If you feel it, it must be real. Just say the word and I'm going to give you what you want. What do you want? But in order for you to really know what you want, you have to know who you are. And you have to release. That is the only way that you can get an accurate manifestation. You have to be real clear with your emotions. And this is why the emotional clearing card came out. And that's kind of why I believe my heart was feeling heavy earlier. Some of you got to get rid of this stuff, man. Some of y'all got to let go of some things. Boy, I hope some of you guys are not traveling for the holidays, man. The holidays will get it out of you. Being around certain family members, they'll trigger it. If we don't do the emotional clearing ourselves, we're just gonna have to keep getting triggered. Like, are you emotionally safe? Have you taken an honest look at yourself? Do you like what you see? Do you like who you are? Are you the adult that your childhood self would have loved? Are you the adult that the child in you would protect? Who are you? Who are you? You're being asked to release because look, the higher self card is here. They're not playing with you. It's like God, I'm feeling this energy of like pent up blessings. Like they're like pending blessings. And you know how you have a check that's pending? Like a pending check? I feel like a pending reality for you. Like it's already in the account. It's just waiting to clear. And what needs to clear is the emotional baggage. Something that you're carrying, something that you believe, something that you've been holding on to for a long time. Or something, some kind of thoughts that you have, they're just not working for you. But that's good. That's data. That's data. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's, oh my gosh, it's like Christmas wants to come early for you guys. Something wants to bless you. Why? Why does Divine want to bless this collective? For all the people that will ever come across this timeless message, Spirit, tell me why that's too much. For all the people that will ever come across this platform, this video, Tell me why God wants to bless them. Why does Spirit want to bless them? Why does God want this new life for you? The end. I never pulled that one. The end. Oh, wow. Wow. No more suffering. No, I could cry. God doesn't want no more suffering for you. No more pain for you. Your bloodline has been calling out for so long for a change. The end. Give me another one for the end. Why? Why does Spirit want to bless this collective? Why? Why now? Why do they have to transmute this energy now? Why is it so important? Because you were the black sheep? You were the black sheep of your family? Some of you are victims of black magic, cult, coven, divine feminine. Some of you had your energy stolen from you. Some of you had your sovereignty stolen from you. Some of you had, and for a lot of you, you weren't even aware this even happened to you. The ancestors want to be venerated through you. They want to. They said, why not you? Why not you? What else? Why? Why do you want to bless them? Spirit, why do you want to bless this collective? You guys have the Midas touch. Whoever I'm talking to, you have an anointing on you. And you have a calling on your life. Like Squirrel said, oh, I don't know what he said. Monster energy lets me feel the presence of God. Anyway, whoever I'm tapped into, this is a timeless message. You have the Midas touch and you have the presence of the Most High Divine God on your life, on your energy. This is why you. This is why you. This is why you need to do the emotional clearing. This is why you were born at this time. This is why you have access to this information, and you were born in this time and in this age. And had you been born in any other age, you wouldn't be able to be this free. There are still countries right now who still don't have freedom of speech, who still don't have the ability to do what they want, be what they want, say what they want, look up what they want, believe in what they want. But you do. Don't have access to information and technology and resources, but you do. You do. So the Spirit wants to use you. The ancestors chose you. We couldn't have done this 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago. Ancestors they want you. They want you. One more. The universe has your back. The universe has your back. I could be talking to an author for real. Mic drop. Yeah, I'm talking to a speaker. The same cards keep coming out. Public success. And I'm doing my best to shuffle these cards really well. Same cards keep coming out. If you feel it, it must be real. It must be real. It says, raise your standards and Spirit will meet you there. Paradigm shift. I feel the reading coming to a close. But there can be miracles if you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Do you believe? I got some notes. I didn't read them either. Says the universe has your back. Oh, Venusian energy. For those of you who are having trouble tapping into, this emotional clearing and tapping into your higher self and really, getting this whole thing going, you can start off small and you can start with changing up your Venusian energy. Look up your Venus placement. Some of you need to start to look good. A lot of you need to change your look. You need to change your wardrobe this is a channel message. Change your hair color. I know this sounds crazy, but there's something significant about you changing the outer to go with the inner. So for some of you, I know this sounds so shallow, but for some of you, a haircut, some kind of treatment could rewire you, right? Some people need to go in and then transform out. Some people need to transform out, and so the work begins within. For some of you, I'm getting you need to do the opposite. Some of you need to change your wardrobe. You need to throw out some sneakers. It's something about aligning with the energy that you wish to embody. It's something about aligning with your future self. This is alchemy. This is alchemy. I hate to say it. It's almost like saying fake it till you make it. Almost, but you're not faking it because this is who you are and this is who you see yourself to be. So it's something about you getting into that energy right now. Like you should be dressing the way you want to dress like in 2026. For some of you, not even 2026, because who you're going to be in 2027, 2030 is nothing like who you are now. So some of you want to be a millionaire. Some of you don't even want to start that high. You want to be 100,000-aire. You need to be dressing like your 100,000-aire self. You need to be eating like your 100,000-aire, $100,000 self. It's something about alchemizing the energy that way for some of you, not all of you, but that requires you tapping into your Venusian energy. And this is why knowing what you want, and being real clear about who you are and who you want to be is really important right now. This is what this new moon is about. Transmutation of energy, getting clear on who you are, because whoever I'm talking to, you're abnormal. Just in case you don't see my shirt, you're abnormal. There's nothing normal about you. And so stop pretending to be normal. Stop pretending to be satisfied and content with what it is that you have, and you want more. And it's okay to want more. It's okay to desire more and to be more. Right? What else did I get? I got you are unstoppable. You have abnormal abilities. You have to reclaim your power. This is your breakthrough season. Your enemies ran to God, but God is redirecting them back to you. Ooh, that's what I wrote for y'all? Dang. I put you are destiny's child. Your energy is becoming a luxury. Oh, I forgot I wrote this, you guys. Wow. It says, you are back and you are better than ever. You have clarity. bingo. Some of you need to play the lotto. Some of you need to go to the casino. But make sure you look nice first. I got Peter Pan. I don't know why that's significant. I'm getting something about ancient Egypt. Abundance era. What else did I put? I can't read because I kind of like wrote in script. I kind of write in cursive slash. I don't even know what I wrote, but the messages are coming so fast. But yeah, this is you. This is you. This is you. All right. All right. If you've been here this long, please like and comment. God says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. I keep getting that for you guys. Some of you are speakers. Some of you are meant to be world leaders, pastors, readers. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Nice. Nice. I believe that's been your reading. Look up this video, 4 Minutes by Madonna. 11:11 was really important. This is coming at me now, where she says no hesitating, grab a boy, grab a girl. To me, that's the balance of masculine and feminine energy. Time is waiting. This song is deep. I'm gonna do some more because I'm getting a lot of channeled messages from this song. TikTok could be significant. Some of you can go viral on TikTok. Some of you may do a 4-minute video and go viral. Or you're going to come across a video on TikTok that's going to change your whole world. Take this message as it resonates. This is just as interesting and odd to me as it may be to you. So, I don't know. I got about my sleep with my husband and my baby to do this message. And I'm not, let me not say that. Let me not say I'm not a morning person, but you know. And also, When You Believe. Look up When You Believe by Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. These are the 2 songs that I got. 4 Minutes by Justin Timberlake and Madonna, and When You Believe. That is so new moon energy. Remember, full moons are about releasing and things being illuminated and coming to the light. And new moons are about new beginnings and planting seeds. Everything that was ever created in existence was created in the darkness. And that's what the new moon energy is about. Sowing the seed. When you sow a seed into the ground is dark. When you impregnate somebody, the womb area is dark. Dark energy is fertile for creation. It's the best time to create. It's the best time to manifest. Out of the darkness came light, came this colorful, beautiful universe. So, and all the colors come from black. So, and the moon is black. Black moon. New moons are black moons. So this is a good time to manifest, you guys. That has been your reading. I love you. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to book a reading with me, personal one, email me, 360divinity@gmail.com. I'd love to answer your questions and set up a personal reading with you. But this is really powerful energy, and I really hope that this resonated with you. And thank you for being here, as always.